Welcome back to Unlocked, the podcast where we decode the technologies that are shaping our world. I'm your host, Shahid Sharif, and today we are diving deep into an AI breakthrough that is not just coming, it is already here, transforming how we interact with information every single day. You probably have used it even without knowing it. You have definitely benefited from it, and if you understand it, you will be ahead of the curve. It is one of the most significant developments in artificial intelligence. Today, we are unlocking the secrets of RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, and why it is quietly revolutionizing everything from search engines to customer service. Let me start with a challenge that every AI user faces. Have you ever asked ChatGPT about something recent and gotten a response that starts with, I do not have access to real time information, or my knowledge cutoff is something? It is frustrating, right? You are talking to what feels like one of the most intelligent systems ever created, but it is blind to anything that happened after its training data was locked in. Now, compare that to Perplexity. Ask it the same current events question, and not only do you get an up to date answer, but you also get citations showing exactly where the information came from. The difference is not just impressive, it is transformational. This is the difference between traditional AI and RAG powered AI. One is like a brilliant scholar locked in a library from 2 years ago. The other one is like that same scholar with a research team that constantly is feeding them the information from around the world. But here is what most people do not realize. RAG is not just making AI smarter, it is making AI trustworthy. And in a world where AI hallucinations and misinformation are major concerns, that might be the most important development in artificial intelligence today. So, what exactly is RAG? Retrieval Augmented Generation combines two powerful capabilities: the ability to search for relevant information and the ability to generate responses based on that information. Think of it like this: traditional AI is like having a conversation with someone who has an incredible memory but has been isolated from the world for years. RAG is like talking to that same person, but now they have a team of researchers who can instantly fact check, find current information, and provide sources for everything they say. The process works in two phases. First, when you ask a question, the system searches through vast databases, documents, or knowledge sources to find information relevant to your query. This is not just keyword matching. Modern RAG systems understand context and meaning. They can find relevant information even when the exact words are different. Second, the system uses that retrieved information as context to generate its response. This is crucial because now the AI is not just drawing from potentially outdated training data, it is incorporating current verifiable information into its answer. Here is a practical example that shows the power of this approach. If you ask a traditional AI about the fastest FDA drug approvals, it might give you a general information about the approval process. A RAG would search current FDA databases, recent pharmaceutical announcements, and medical journals, then provide you with specific, up to date information about actual recent developments and approvals, complete with sources. The magic happens in something called semantic search. Instead of just looking for exact word matches, these systems understand meaning and relationships between concepts. They can search millions of documents in milliseconds and find most relevant information to your specific question. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. The major AI systems you use every day have very different approaches to RAG, and understanding these differences can help you choose the right tool for the right job. Perplexity AI is the poster child for native RAG implementation. It is built from the ground up as what they call an answer engine. Every response is grounded in current, searchable information with clear citations. When you ask Perplexity a question, you are seeing RAG in its purest form. ChatGPT takes a hybrid approach. The base GPT models do not use RAG, but ChatGPT can browse the web when needed, giving it RAG-like capabilities from current information. This is why you might find different types of responses depending on whether your question requires real-time data. Grok, X's AI system, has a specialized form of RAG focused on real-time social media data. And that data is focused on X's data only. It can pull current information from Twitter feeds, trending topics, and social conversations, making it particularly powerful for understanding current events and public sentiment. But here's what might surprise you. Most of the other major AI systems, Claude, Meta's AI, DeepSeek, Mistral, are designed to be RAG compatible. Rather than having built-in RAG, this means they serve as a generation component while developers add their own retrieval systems. This modular approach is actually where most of the enterprise innovation is happening. Companies are building custom RAG systems using these foundational models, connecting them to their own databases, document systems, and knowledge bases. This gives them complete control over their information sources while leveraging the most advanced language capabilities. The real-world applications of RAG are already delivering measurable results across industries, and the numbers are impressive. In customer service, companies using RAG-powered systems are seeing 30 to 50% improvements in resolution rates. Instead of generic responses, these systems can access real-time product information, current policies, and specific troubleshooting guides. Healthcare is experiencing a particularly significant transformation. Medical professionals are using RAG systems to stay current with rapidly evolving research. These systems can scan thousands of medical journals and synthesize findings that would take human researchers weeks to compile. The key benefit is not replacing medical expertise, but augmenting it with most current information available. In legal, RAG is revolutionizing how attorneys research case law and regulations. One international law firm reported cutting research time by 60% while improving the comprehensiveness of their legal briefs. The system can search through millions of legal documents and find relevant precedents that human researchers might miss. But perhaps the most transformative application is in enterprise knowledge management. Large organizations have massive amounts of internal documentation, policies, and institutional knowledge scattered across different systems. RAG allows employees to query this information using natural language and get accurate, source-attributed answers. This is not just about efficiency, it's about unlocking organizational knowledge that was previously difficult to access. One of the most significant benefits of RAG is its impact on AI accuracy and reliability. Traditional AI systems sometimes produce what experts call hallucinations, confident-sounding responses that are completely incorrect. RAG dramatically reduces this problem. Here's why. When an AI system generates a response based on retrieved information, it is anchored to factual content instead of generating plausible-sounding information from its training patterns. It is working with actual, verifiable sources. The transparency factor is equally important. RAG systems can show you exactly where the information comes from. This is crucial for professional applications where you need to verify claims, check sources, or understand the basis for recommendations. We are seeing accuracy improvements of 30 to 50% in many applications. But the real breakthrough is in reliability. Users report much higher confidence in RAG-powered systems because they can trace reasoning and verify the sources. This transparency also helps with bias detection and correction. When you can see the sources an AI system is using, you can identify potential biases in the information and account for them in your decision-making. Of course, RAG is not without its challenges, and understanding these is crucial for anyone considering implementation. The biggest challenge is data quality. RAG systems are only as good as the information they can access. If your knowledge base contains outdated, biased, or incorrect information, these problems will be reflected in the AI responses. This means organizations need to invest heavily in data curation and quality control. Scalability presents another significant challenge. RAG systems need to search through potentially massive amounts of information in real time while maintaining fast response times. This requires sophisticated infrastructure and can be expensive to operate at scale. Technical integration is often complex than organizations expect. Implementing RAG means bringing together vector databases, embedding models, retrieval algorithms, and generation models, then making them work seamlessly together. Many organizations underestimate the technical expertise required. Cost is also a consideration. RAG systems can be source intensive, requiring significant computational power for both retrieval and generation. Organizations need to balance performance requirements with operational costs, especially when scaling to serve large user bases. But despite these challenges, organizations that successfully implement RAG are seeing returns that far outweigh the investments, particularly in knowledge-intensive industries. Looking ahead, the developments in RAG technology are accelerating rapidly. We are moving toward multimodal RAG systems that can work with text, images, audio, and video content simultaneously. Imagine asking a technical question and having the system search through written documentation, instructional videos, and technical diagrams to provide a comprehensive answer. Personalized RAG is another exciting frontier. Future systems will adapt to individual users, understanding their expertise level, preferences, and specific needs. This could revolutionize personalized learning and professional development. Real-time learning capabilities are also emerging. RAG systems that can continuously learn and adapt based on user interactions and feedback, becoming more accurate and useful over time. The integration of RAG with specialized knowledge graphs will enable more sophisticated reasoning and inference, allowing AI systems to understand not just facts, but relationships and implications. So, what should you take away from today's discussion? First, RAG is not a future technology. It is here now and already delivering results. If you are using Perplexity, you are experiencing advanced RAG. If you're seeing improvements in customer service chatbots or enterprise search tools, RAG is likely behind those improvements. Second, the choice between different AI systems often comes down to the RAG capabilities. Understanding whether you need built-in RAG like Perplexity, RAG-like features like ChatGPT's, web browsing, or RAG-compatible models for custom implementation can help you choose the right tool for your needs. Third, for organizations, RAG represents competitive advantage. Companies that implement RAG effectively can provide more accurate information, better customer service, and more efficient knowledge management than those that rely on traditional AI systems. Finally, we are still in the early stages of this revolution. RAG systems we see today will seem primitive compared to what is coming in the next few years. RAG represents more than just an AI improvement. It is a fundamental shift towards AI systems that are not just intelligent, but informed and trustworthy. By combining the power of information retrieval with sophisticated language generation, RAG is creating AI systems that can serve as reliable partners in decision-making and knowledge work. The organizations and individuals who understand and leverage RAG effectively will have significant advantage in our increasingly information-driven world. Whether you are using consumer AI tools or implementing enterprise solutions, RAG is a technology that is making AI not just smarter, but more reliable and transparent. The future belongs to AI systems that can bridge the gap between vast human knowledge and intelligent machine processing. RAG is making that future possible today. That wraps up today's episode of Unlocked. I am Shahid Sharif, and I hope this exploration of RAG has given you new insights into one of the most important developments shaping our AI-powered future. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and keep unlocking the future.